Hello VC, long time no speak, no video for about a month or something. And the reason is that I don't have internet access here. I'm still in Greece. I'm having some important news in my life, and I have to spend some time here along with Berlin. That means that I'm gonna be in two places, Greece and Germany. I'm gonna spend some time here, then I'm going back to Berlin, and probably it's gonna be this way. No worries, I mean, this is a 100% good thing that is happening to my life. My work is better for my work this way, so I'm gonna do this. I don't know what I have to show you in this video because I have many records. I shopped lots of stuff in Berlin and lots of stuff in Greece. I've got something like I don't know, maybe 100 records or something. Maybe less, but I mean, I can't show you everything in a video, so I have to do some videos here from Greece and some more videos back from Berlin. I'm gonna be there something like next week or something. News! I've got a new background place, lots of movings in my life the last years. This is my record room, I'm gonna show it to you. Nothing is yet here. I mean, my collection is not complete. Lots of records are missing. I've got lots of records in my office. Records back in Berlin. It's a little bit chaotic, and I've got my two Technics turntables in Berlin, plus two more turntables in my office. So this is a temporary situation that you are seeing here. I bought an Expedit, and I'm gonna start showing you some records. First of all, the background record, which is this little baby from Puzo and the Soul Brothers. I've got a couple of more by him. This is Latin funk Afro jazz. Yeah, more Latin jazz. I think Latin jazz funk is the ideal title for this thing. It's a very nice record. I'm not out on BGP. Yeah, very good label. I only listened to it once, so I can't tell you if it is his best album, but it's a really good record. I mean, Hit by Puzo and the Latin Soul Brothers. Just in case you like Latin jazz and funky sounds and you don't know Puzo, you need to check this guy out. I showed some more stuff by him in my previous videos. Give me a moment, I'm gonna bring my records because I've got, those records which I will show you in this video. Those records are also new, plus I don't know how many in Berlin. I mean, trust me, but this is good. Give me 1 minute. I've got lots of jazz to show you here. Starting with a classic album by Thelonious Monk. I'm collecting jazz, like a year now, maybe 1.5 years, and this is my first Thelonious Monk record. It's a well-known album, Monk's Dream, the title of this thing. My first Thelonious Monk record. I believe this is one of his more well-known LPs. The situation here in Greece in the record shops are pretty good, and I'm pretty lucky so far because of the economical crisis, and if you're buying lots of stuff you can get some good prices by them. So and jazz records are not very, there are not lots of people shopping jazz here in Greece, so the good stuff are staying in the shops, so that means that, yeah, when I'm going there, I'm grabbing them. One more, cheap find, not in a good condition, and to be honest, this is a little bit free for me, but I couldn't leave it behind. An original pressing of John Coltrane with Pharoah Sanders live in Seattle, out on Impulse. This is gatefold. Yeah, not in a good condition as I told you, but I really don't care. I mean, it was like €3 or something. Why not? A little bit free jazz, but didn't have the time to listen to it completely, but just from some needle drops. This could be a very interesting record. One more record that I found in front of me in a record shop. Lots of hype on this thing because of the Vinyl Me Please reissue or edit of this release. Soulville by Ben Wester, out on Verve Records. This thing was in front of me like some months ago, and I was always passing it by, but when I was in a record shop here in Thessaloniki, this was very cheap and I grabbed it. Didn't have really big expectations on this, but it really blows me away. I mean, this is relaxing, smooth jazz with lots of bluesy influence, and it's a very interesting, highly recommended record, Soulville on Verve by Ben Webster, out on Verve Records, the Verve label. Yes. Continuing, we'll try to keep it as short as possible. This is an upgrade copy, one of the most famous bossa nova, jazz bossa nova albums, Stan Getz and Joao Gilberto, with Astur Gilberto, featuring Adorno of Carlo Bohim. This is the most famous bossa nova record. Great copy for me, in a very good condition and gatefold. If you don't know this and you like to have free records of bossa nova, this is one of them. The Girl from Ipanema is in this record. I really don't have to speak much about this, out on Verve. It's pretty well known. Continuing, surprise, record shop surprises here in Thessaloniki, Greece. I didn't expect to find this original copy of Blue Note in a record shop in Thessaloniki for €21, I think, something like that. I mean, you know how it is. The Jazz Messengers at the Café Bohemia Volume 1. This was fantastic record, highly recommended jazz. Give me a moment. On Blue Note label. Kenny Dorham on trumpet, Hank Mobley, Horace Silver, Duke Watkins and Art Blakey on drums. I mean, what a lineup, what a record, fantastic stuff on Blue Note, the Jazz Messengers at the Café Bohemia Volume 1. Dope record, really. Continuing, one more Blue Note surprise. This was on the wall in a record shop here, and the guy that he's working there, he told me that this was for a couple of months in his wall. I couldn't leave this behind, really. This is Chinese pressing of the 100th anniversary Alfred Lion edition on Blue Note, Donald Byrd with you can see, I mean, it's a pretty well-known album by Donald Byrd, his early stuff of course, and maybe it's one of the best records of the bands, and for sure my first Blue Note Japanese pressing, so I'm excited about it. Look at the lineup, amazing record, fantastic pressing, and it sounds really great, really dope. Yeah, let me see if I have some more jazz here. Of course I have, and this is something, a holy grail. It is a holy grail of mine. I was looking for it maybe a year now. From my favorite, Taran, Dorothy Asby. The jazz harp of Dorothy Asby, out on Atlantic. Some damage here on the cover, but I really don't mind, as this is not. This is a rare record actually, and it's not so easy to come by. And now I believe that only one record of Dorothy Asby is missing from my collection, or two, if I'm not wrong. Out on Atlantic, green blue label. What should I say about it? This is a fantastic LP. Dorothy Asby, you know her, she was the one that introduced harp to jazz, and this is pretty much amazing. Dorothy Asby, jazz harp of Dorothy Asby. I found it also in Thessaloniki, Greece. I mean, sometimes you're really finding dope stuff here, and or maybe I don't know, maybe I was lucky. But in Berlin, I wasn't that lucky with jazz. Lots of reissues and not many original copies. Like this one, Miles Davis, The Man with the Horn. I'm not a Miles Davis expert. This is one of his later stuff. I believe this was out on 1981. Not the electric Miles Davis. This was an easy listen, really. I'm not sure. I'm sure this is not the best Miles Davis album, but you know what? It was a fine listen, and why not? With a cheap Miles Davis record in my collection, I will never say no to this thing. A classic record. A couple of months before, I didn't have no records from Curtis Mayfield, and now I have like 4 or 5 by him. Back to the World, perfect, out on Carton. This is a classic masterpiece record, dope stuff. If you like, you know, Curtis Mayfield funk, soul, easy going music, you can listen to this thing all day long. I mean, it doesn't have to be a specific mood. This thing is an amazing listen if you let it play in the background, for sure. Yeah. This is a record that a friend of mine gave it to me. I've got some 10 records from his father, her father, sorry, collection. And yeah, this is one of them. I didn't have the time to listen to it yet, but Patti Smith Group, Radio Ethiopia. I think I've got one more record by Patti Smith, and if you can recommend me something about her, I mean one more dope record, please do. Yeah, just showing this, I'm gonna listen to it for sure. I also grabbed this one, a rock album. Not really my thing. I mean, I'm not collecting lots of rock records, but this was a cheap find. Led Zeppelin's. I believe this is the first album of Led Zeppelin. Great copy of it. Nothing special, but you know, I need to discover some things about Led Zeppelin and some bands that you know you can't have. So many records and don't having some rock stuff and some records from genres that you are not familiar with. Anyway, this was a flea market find, Greek flea market find. I was very unlucky on the flea markets, nothing special really, but only this one. If you are a house music fan, you surely know Strictly Rhythm. This was one of, it's not an easy record to find, it's not a cheap record to find, around 20 euros, and for LP, for an EP, sorry, 2 tracks maxi, it's quite expensive. The Mole People, Ocean, and Break Night, amazing EP from a legendary label called Strictly Rhythm. If you want to collect some earlier house / techno music, Strictly Rhythm, you should definitely check them out. Let me have a look, maybe I can find a couple of more records to show you, because I believe that we got some time. I'm gonna show you this. Billy Stewart, Summertime. Also not an easy record to find. I found it in a record shop, not in a perfect condition, but I mean, I really don't care. This thing, you can find a sample here of the song Summertime. In a moment, maybe I can needle drop this to you. And I really like this idea with, you know, the turntables and everything here. Maybe a good opportunity to give you some needle drops in the future when I am here in my record room in Greece. Yeah, I mean, you know it. It's almost summertime in Greece. Okay, let me keep this kind of short. I'm only gonna show you 2 more records. The first one is this. VC favorite, I believe. I found it because of the vinyl community. Phoenix by Gato Barbieri, original copy. My favorite Gato Barbieri record, Gatefold. This is a Latin, kind of Latin, jazz record, out on Flying Dutchman. Original copy. I'm not a big fan of Gato Barbieri. I've got some of his records, but Phoenix was a killer of an album. Really, highly recommended LP if you like some kind of Latin jazz. And I'm gonna show you one more record, which is a soundtrack. It's reissued, I don't know, maybe last year or something, but I found not an original copy, but an 80s reissue or something like that, a Greek copy of it. Soundtrack of Batman and Robin. This was a really fun listen. You can hear some original dialogues from the new movies. And it's more like, I can't describe it really. Maybe I will needle drop it for a second. You can get the idea of Batman and Robin. That kind of, 60s soundtrack. But it was a really fun listen, really. So, VC. I have to do some more vinyl updates here. I owe you some vinyl updates from Berlin. Plus, my subscribers are more than 200, and I have to find time to think of some contest ideas and to do a contest. I don't know, maybe give you some records or something. We'll figure everything out. Thank you for listening, and see you soon. Bye.